It's a place where dense forests, steep cliffs, and hidden valleys stretch for miles, where mist rolls through the trees in the early morning, and where the only sound you hear is the rustling of leaves or the call of a distant bird. But as beautiful and serene as these mountains are, there is another side to the wilderness, one that is darker, more mysterious. This is a place that has its secrets hidden deep within the trees, and sometimes those secrets are never revealed. It was on one such day, on a warm June afternoon in 1969, that a family ventured into these mountains for what should have been a joyful and relaxing trip. It was Father's Day weekend, and the Martin family was continuing a long-held tradition, a weekend of camping in the Great Smoky Mountains. Among them was 6-year-old Dennis Martin, a little boy full of energy and excitement, with a bright smile that lit up the faces of those around him. The family reached an area known as Spence Field, a high-altitude meadow tucked away in the Smoky Mountains. The sky was blue, the grass was lush, and the forest surrounding the meadow felt inviting, almost like it was wrapping itself around them in a warm embrace. Dennis, like most children, was eager to explore. The family had been camping and hiking together for years, and Dennis loved the freedom the outdoors offered him. Little did they know that moment of innocent joy would soon turn into a nightmare. The search began, casually at first, as if Dennis was just playing an extended game of hide and seek. But as the minutes ticked by and the reality began to set in, panic began to rise. William's voice became louder, more urgent. "Dennis," he called again. His father, Clyde, joined him, the two of them moving deeper into the woods, their hearts pounding. Within minutes, the situation escalated. The park rangers were notified. Search teams were quickly assembled. By nightfall, it was clear Dennis was gone. For the Martin family, it was the beginning of a nightmare. For the park rangers, it was the start of one of the largest search and rescue operations the Great Smoky Mountains had ever seen. Over the next few days, more than 1,400 people descended on the area. Park rangers, volunteers, the National Guard, even Green Berets were called in to assist. Helicopters scoured the skies, their blades cutting through the thick canopy of the forest, while ground teams moved in organized lines, slowly sweeping through the underbrush. The forest was dense, almost suffocating in its vastness. Towering trees blocked out much of the sunlight, casting long shadows across the ground. The underbrush was thick, making it difficult to see more than a few feet ahead. Every step was slow, deliberate, as the searchers moved carefully through the maze of trees, calling out Dennis's name. But the forest remained silent, as if it was swallowing up any sound, any trace of the boy. The Great Smoky Mountains are known for their beauty, but they are also known for their unforgiving terrain. Deep ravines, steep cliffs, and hidden caves dot the landscape, making it a treacherous place for a search. Spence Field, where Dennis disappeared, sits high along the Appalachian Trail, surrounded by miles of rugged wilderness. The search teams crawled through caves, scaled rocky cliffs, and waded through rivers. But with each passing day, hope began to fade. And then something strange happened. A family from Knoxville, the Key family, had been hiking in the same area that day, not far from where Dennis disappeared. They hadn't known about the missing boy at the time, but later, their account would add a chilling new element to the mystery. Harold Key, the father, recalled hearing a scream, an unnatural, chilling scream that echoed through the woods, piercing the quiet of the forest. It wasn't the scream of a child at play, but something different, something disturbing. Moments later, Harold spotted something moving through the trees. A figure, a man, rough-looking, hurrying through the woods as if trying to stay hidden. The man was hunched over, carrying something over his shoulder. The image stuck with Harold. Could it have been Dennis? Could the boy have been abducted by this stranger, dragged off into the depths of the forest? The thought was terrifying, but there was no way to be sure. The Key family reported this sighting to the park rangers, who immediately dispatched search teams to the area. But despite their efforts, no sign of the man was found, no sign of Dennis. The forest remained silent, giving up none of its secrets. As the days turned into weeks, Theories began to circulate. Some believed that Dennis had been the victim of a wild animal attack, perhaps a bear or a mountain lion. The Great Smoky Mountains are home to many predators, and it was possible that one of them had taken Dennis, leaving no trace behind. But no tracks were found, no signs of a struggle, no blood. Others believed the Key family sighting was the key to solving the mystery, that Dennis had been abducted by a stranger. But despite this lead, no suspects were ever identified, and no solid evidence of foul play was discovered. And then there were the more unusual theories. The Smoky Mountains are steeped in folklore and legend, with stories of strange creatures and paranormal entities passed down through generations. Some whispered that Dennis had encountered something beyond our understanding, something that had taken him into the depths of the forest, never to be seen again. These theories, though dismissed by officials, lingered in the minds of many, adding a haunting, almost supernatural element to the story. After 2 long weeks, the official search was called off. The volunteers, the National Guard, and the park rangers packed up and left. But for the Martin family, the search never truly ended. They continued to look for their son, refusing to give up hope, even as the days turned into months, and the months turned into years. But Dennis Martin was never found. No evidence ever surfaced, no clues, no body. To this day, the disappearance of Dennis Martin remains one of the most enduring mysteries of the Great Smoky Mountains. The forest, vast and untamed, has held onto its secret, refusing to reveal what truly happened to the little boy in the red shirt. Even now, decades later, hikers in Spence Field sometimes stop, look around, and feel a chill run down their spine. They peer into the shadows of the forest, wondering if perhaps somewhere Dennis is still out there. What do you think? Could nature have claimed Dennis, or was it something far more sinister? Did he fall victim to the elements, an unknown predator, or something we can't even comprehend? The forest keeps its secrets, and sometimes we never get the answers we seek. And there you have it, another mystery brewed to perfection. If you enjoyed sipping on today's tale, don't let the intrigue end here. Hit that subscribe button to keep your mug filled with new mysteries every week. Give this video a like if it got you thinking, and drop a comment below. What's your theory? We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you've ever had a mysterious experience of your own, share it with us in the comments. Who knows, it might just be featured in our next brew. Until next time, keep your mugs warm and your minds open, because the truth is always brewing here on the Mystery Mug channel.